Okay, welcome to a class once again on adverb collocations, but in the previous three classes we concentrated on adverb and participle or adjective. Now we're going to look at adverb and verb because it's slightly different. I mean, there is a lot of crossover here, but this is the first one we're going to look at is remember, forget, and so these are really common verbs, and so you can use these collocations quite often. But if you remember something very clearly, you can say, I clearly remember. Certainly that works as well. But you can also say, I distinctly remember. And that's very common. You very often hear it. So distinctly remember. And I want to remind you that we did see vaguely remember. And that would be the opposite of distinctly. Yeah, when you vaguely remember, you don't remember it distinctly. You can also even say vividly remember. I vividly remember. And that would also be the opposite of vaguely, yeah? And so this is what we're looking at now, verbs, because as you can see in the previous three classes, which are actually from Master English Grammar course, but now I've added them also to Master Vocabulary because it's clearly vocabulary as well. Yeah, vividly remember, distinctly remember means really, really clearly and, and brightly, so you have a great memory of this. If you vaguely remember something, you don't remember it so well. Now we say completely forget. I completely forgot to lock the door, yeah, something like that. But completely works with a lot of verbs. Excuse me, I was really sick yesterday, but I'm already almost 100% recovered, so don't worry. But I've almost completely recuperated, you might say. So completely works with loads of verbs, yeah, I have almost completely recuperated. But it also works with destruction verbs, yeah, completely destroy, completely annihilate, completely obliterate. You can completely ignore somebody or something. You could completely misinterpret something. Yeah, so completely works with an awful lot of verbs, yeah, loads and loads and loads. And please remember, you can also momentarily forget, which just means forget, but just for a small period of time. Yeah, momentarily forget. I momentarily forgot means I at that moment forgot, but maybe later, well, definitely later you remembered again. But yeah, momentarily forget just means forget for one small period. Conveniently forget, we often say as well. And if somebody conveniently forgets something, then that sounds like they did it, they forgot on purpose, yeah? Because it was rather convenient for them. So you might say she conveniently forgot to mention that this would cost a lot more. Yeah, and maybe, it's good for her, she's selling you something, and she conveniently forgot to mention that this would cost far more. It's good for her because she gets more money for her business, but it's bad for us. So she conveniently forgot, that certainly works as well. And yeah, don't forget that if something is completely obliterated, annihilated, you can also remember this, expression bombed to smithereens or blown to smithereens. You get quite a few with to smithereens, meaning complete destruction. But that's not really an adverb collocation. I just added that because it just suddenly occurred to me that completely obliterate is when you bomb something to smithereens or smash something to smithereens, something like that. Now, if you firmly believe something, then you believe it's, yeah, you strongly believe. Strongly would also work with believe. And have I put it there for strongly? No, I haven't, but I strongly believe. Yeah, it works with believe as well, strongly. And you can firmly believe something, and you can firmly reject that something is true. Yeah, and these obviously strongly believe, strongly reject as well. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit sniffing. Anyway, flatly works with these three. You can flatly refuse, flatly deny, or flatly reject somebody's claims. Flatly deny somebody's allegations. Flatly refuse to help somebody. So this flatly just means, how to explain flatly? When you flatly refuse, you do it abruptly. You do it abruptly and, what's the other word for it? When you do it with unconditionally refuse, yeah? No ifs, no buts, no ands. You flatly refuse to help in any way, shape or form. You flatly deny something, flatly reject something. So this flatly works with those three. Now, When something is badly needed, it is sorely needed. There's another one which we see with needed. Something is sorely needed. It means you need it a lot. Yeah, and so funding is badly needed. It means we need some money. Who doesn't need money? Yeah, money is always badly needed, sorely needed. And so for a business, certainly you'll normally find that extra funds are badly needed, sorely needed. But if somebody is badly treated, then, you know, maybe they're badly treated by their parents when they're growing up. And so they might be neglected or abused in some way. But that would mean they are badly treated by their parents. You can also get badly hurt, but that's an adjective. I am aware that it's an adjective. It can be a verb, yeah. So you can use it, yeah, it badly hurt. It hurt badly. I would put it that way round. It hurt badly. If we're using it as a verb. Yeah, it does work well with the verb hurt as well. And if you say we're badly in need of, well, badly needed, the same thing, isn't it? Badly in need of,